Wansee Entertainment has been well known for its horror stories and good animation. However, there have been some videos that are either so scary or very mysterious to some people. So today, I'm gonna count down the top 5 scariest Wansee Entertainment videos ever made. We begin with the smiling woman. The story goes that a little girl was in her room while her parents were away visiting her grandma's. She couldn't go because she was sick, but that's besides the point. Anyways, she was asleep that night when suddenly she started to hear screaming. They were very unsettling, and just a few hours later, she saw something at that window. A woman with a hideous smile that almost looks like it's stretching from one ear to the other. She was just standing there smiling and screaming. Later, when her parents came home, she told them about what she had encountered, and they called the police. And the police found out that her window was broken, but it didn't seem like it was broken with a weapon, but a high pitch. Just imagine sleeping in your bed when you see her outside your window, just staring at you, smiling and screaming, knowing what her truest intentions really are. This one has always been one of my favorites, and I'll tell you why in a minute. The story goes that a little boy and his mother went to go visit his grandmother, who lived in a rural area. His aunt, uncle, mother, and grandmother all went shopping. After a while, he got a call from his uncle saying they were about to make a left turn when one of their tires popped, and he asked him to go get a new tire so that his car could be fixed and they could go home. Along his way, he started to hallucinate strange objects, as if there was a figure in the woods or someone crouching down. Then he saw an elderly woman who he thought was just sitting down, but upon closer inspection, he realized that she had no legs, just a head and torso. It's not until the very end is where things get really unsettling, as the screen goes black and she crawls towards the screen. That part right there is really what caught me off guard the very first time I saw it, but now I don't even blink an eye. Many of us either had a really bad nightmare or had to fight and survive. Let's combine those two together, because this is exactly what happened to one woman's husband, who had to experience this for many nights without end. The story goes that he would encounter the same man every night, who had black teeth, purple skin, 3 pupils on each eyes, horns, and goat's legs. They eventually went to see a shaman who told him the do's and don'ts when encountering this man. It worked at first, but it was short-lived. He eventually had to try to escape on a wheelchair before he could no longer use his arms to make the wheels go faster, and eventually try to stay awake for as long as he could. But unfortunately, he had to get put to sleep by a doctor. The next day, they found him dead, with his arms and legs broken. Just imagine having to do this every night, trying to fight and survive, running for your life away from this hideous thing. Let's just hope that day never comes for any of us. In this story, a woman is taking a jeepney to get to her destination when the jeepney stops to pick up a bald woman, but then it takes off. Not long after, it starts to speed up. Why? Because the woman was crawling on all fours at an unusually fast pace, charging at the jeepney. She eventually manages to get onto the jeepney, but the woman pushes her off. Later, she found out that that woman had cancer, and as soon as she lost all her hair, she went crazy. And unfortunately, she was killed on the same jeepney that she rode on before. This video is more unsettling than most others, and even in the comments on my YouTube short, which talks about the scariest Wansee Entertainment videos ever made, says that she is like a Skinwalker. To me, this video is both scary and mysterious, and I'll tell you why in a minute. This story involves around a few teenagers who find a tower of some kind. They decide to go ahead and explore it. When they went in and went to the top, all they found wasn't some sort of place where you practice archery. But when they went back down to the entrance, they find a trap door and decide to go explore it. What they found at the end shocked them. There was a circus arena of some kind, and they find a really hideous clown with unusually long claws that are sharp and carrying a weapon. The reason why this video is so mysterious to me is because it reminds me of the Patterson Tower. Could this be the same tower, or is it a completely different one? We'll never know. Please let me know in the comments on what you think. And that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. It is completely free. And don't forget to hit the little notification bell when new videos arrive. Also, please make sure to subscribe to Wansee Entertainment's channel as well. His channel is actually pretty cool as well. And please let me know in the comments of what you think your scariest videos are. And have a nice day.